This is He Knows Everything, bringing you that heat far. Got to get it in, man. Just finished getting this grueling ass hit workout in, man. So now it's time to get on these Budmanfans, because the Budmanfans, they're what I call the stupidest fans in fucking boxing. The reason why I say they've graduated to the stupidest fucking fans in boxing is because of recency bias that they have. See, what people have to understand is people are speculating. They're saying Errol the True Spence want to fight Terence Crawford and this and that, blah, 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 blah. Listen, let me make it very fucking clear to you guys. Until Spence officially comes out and says, I want Terence Crawford next, the fight is not going to fucking happen next like you guys think that it is. Boxing is a business. A lot of fight fans are stupid, especially Budmanfans. They're brain full of mush and brainwashed dodo heads. Just because you just finished seeing Terence Crawford and Sean Porter, that doesn't mean Terence Crawford and Errol the True Spence is going to happen next, unless Errol the True Spence come out and say something. Spence got to be the one to say something. Fight fans want this shit so bad, and I get it. I want the shit back. I want to see Errol the True Spence punish, mangle, and stop Terence Crawford. But somebody got to be a level-headed motherfucker in the room. Somebody got to be using their corpus callosum. Somebody got to be using their cerebellum. Someone has to be using their medulla oblongata. Someone has to be using their fucking brains, not peon boxing brains. A lot of boxing fans have this archaic one-trick pony viewpoint of let's just keep it boxing. Let it keep it boxing. You can't just fucking keep it boxing, because boxing in of itself is not just keeping it fucking boxing. There's a three-pronged monster: economics, politics, pugilism. These things aren't boxing. The economics, those who affect boxing, promoters, advisors, all of these people, politics, those who affect boxing, sanctioning bodies. Look at what they did with Yordenis Ugas and trying to fuck Errol the True Spence over, and him not going that route, because that would have been the ideal, the most sensical, common sense. You know, common sense is not common. That would have been the route to go ahead and usher in and engineer for Errol the True Spence to fight Yordenis Ugas and beat the living shit out of him. And you have boxing fans out of there, Rudy Poo and plum brain mouths, classic Doden troglodyte mouths, ultra fanboy with the ultra fanboy rhetoric mouths. That's why Leonard Ellaby had to G-check the Bluefin Straddler TVs of the world. They came out of their rabbit ass mouths and told you Al Heyman had something to do with it. LDBC, you better tighten the fuck up. Y'all motherfuckers are not going to be even allowed to do interviews. They're putting you motherfuckers on notice, the powers that be. So tighten the fuck up, bend the proverbial fucking knee, and kiss the ring while you motherfucking at it. These are the motherfuckers that are the worst at this shit. They always want to conquer and divide and divide and conquer. The powers that be had enough of that shit. So bend the proverbial fucking knee, kiss the ring while you at it, or no more fucking interviews. You won't even get in the fucking door. They'll probably say, security, get your rabbit ass up out of there. Let me say it again, security, get your rabbit asses up out of there. When it's all said and done, boxing has to be built up. Spence versus Crawford, I keep hearing you guys tell me this is the super fight of the ages. You guys are billing Terence Crawford as the other elite welterweight. He's not elite to me. He's a chihuahua walking behind the damn fence. If Spence fights Crawford now, I'm going to start saying Spence versus Ugas is the super fight. I'm going to start clowning Terence Crawford. Because if y'all pushing for the fight right now, what y'all telling me is the barking, the chihuahua walking behind the damn fence. He's not a super fight. That means it's not another main pack. What you guys are telling me is that the barking, the chihuahua walking behind the damn fence is smoking fucking mirrors, like I thought he was. This is what you guys are saying at your truest and your most properest levels, that he's smoking fucking mirrors. And that at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, he's a motherfucker that you guys gotta see at his truest and his most properest levels as a fighter that people are not gonna take fucking seriously. If that's the conclusion you guys are coming to, if that's what you guys are alluding to, then we're gonna run with that shit. Then I'm gonna start doing videos where I have to start saying that Terence Crawford, the barking fucking chihuahua, is not a super fight. That Terence Crawford and fucking Errol the True Spence is another lapdog welterweight fight for Errol the True Spence to just basically fight another guy and get lineal. That's what y'all trying to tell me. Because the super fight of the ages would be the barking the Chihuahua barking behind the damn fence to fight Errol the True Spence for undisputed. See, I'm stopping you motherfuckers right in your tracks. Which one is it? Y'all want Spence versus Crawford right now. You basically saying that Terence Crawford, the barking fucking Chihuahua, is not a super fight for Errol the True Spence, that he's just lineal. Because at the end of the day, there's a WBA belt that's out there. Who has the WBA belt? I'll wait for that one. Woo. Who has the WBA belt? I'll wait for that one. Woo. You know he knows everything, dog. He's Sun Tzu, aka Art of War, 7 steps ahead of the game, 48 laws of power on that ass. Now y'all ain't got no room but to fucking talk and tell the fucking truth. When it's all said and done, the truth that you motherfuckers have to tell is that you gotta let this shit wait out. And that a Keith Thurman of the world should be willing, if he follows suit, to fight Terence Crawford. Because last time I checked, pre-Errol the True Spence decoration, Keith Thurman had 2 fucking belts. He had a WBC and he had an IBF belt. He was a 2-time welterweight champion too. And the dust hasn't been settled. Manny Pacquiao didn't clear the fucking dust. Manny Pacquiao's part of another genre. In this genre, the dust has to be fucking settled. This goes back to Errol the True Spence and Terence Crawford when they had the face-to-face and they said, you clean up your side of the street and I'm gonna clean up mine. Errol the True Spence made it very clear he's not fighting Keith Thurman. Because he had to tell this motherfucker, keep that same energy, dog. Keep that same energy. When you tried to freeze my ass up out of the Cold War because you had 2 fucking belts, I'm not giving you a fucking match. So the barking Chihuahua has to step up and fight Keith Thurman. While Errol the True Spence go after Yordenis Ugas. Eventually the WBA is going to figure out that, you know what, there's too much fucking money to be made here. We're going to have to let this undisputed ride. We're going to stop having the beef that we have with Al Heyman, and we're going to have to push this thing for what it is. Y'all gotta let this shit marinate. Early 2022 is too early for this fucking fight. And a prediction, King Structure, bro. And a prediction, King Structure. He knows everything, told you guys that this fight will happen in 2022. Go look at my videos in 2019. I predicted this shit. But I said it was going to have to happen late summer to late 2022. That would make fucking sense. Because if Keith Thurman is telling you 8 months, do the fucking math. 8 months from now, we'll put it at fucking summer of 2022. That makes fucking sense. And then Errol the True Spence and the barking, the Chihuahua walking behind the damn fence can close out 2022 with an undisputed fucking fight. Errol the True Spence could fight Yordenis Ugas next summer. And they close the bitch out. That's the cold-hearted. That's the unadulterated. That's the cutthroat truth teller fashion. I keeps the foot on the whoop. Nicks. I keeps the foot on the whoop. Nicks, you fight fans got one more time to say some shit about Spence versus Crawford. Y'all start doing that, now y'all gonna make me question, is Bud really a fucking super fight for Errol the True Spence? Should it be Spence versus Ugas? Ari keeps the foot on the whoop. Nicks. Ari keeps the foot on the whoop. Nicks, this is He Knows Everything. Check it out.
Go ahead, He Knows.